Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the J22 Report. I'm your host, Johnnie Market. I just wanted to do a quick video. I haven't done one in a while just because my personal life's been really busy. And so I just wanted to get in a couple of things. First off, the stock market, since I did a last video, have really gone up. I mean, this sentiment is, I've never seen such bullish sentiment in my life. I've been in this market since the 2000s. And I mean, it is similar to '07 and '08 where nothing can go wrong, short supply. So I do think we're coming close to the top. A lot of Ellioticians, they'll say 4,800, 5,400, or 6,000 S&P. It looks like it's going to make new all-time highs, so that top call I made looks like it's broken now. I don't know if it's officially broken or not, but it looks like, I don't know exactly where it goes, but I still reiterate that, in terms of time, there's not much more to this bull market, and a long-term bear market is coming. One thing I definitely got right was, even though earlier videos I thought maybe my timing was off or maybe I got wrong, but gold is in a new bull market. It's now, when I last did a video, it was below 2,000, and now not only is it broken 2,000, but it's held steadily over 2,000. And I don't know exactly how it'll continue, but it's what I said before. Right now, it's just a rising floor. It's not a rising ceiling in gold. It's just a rising floor. And if you look at the markets and everything else, one of the reasons the markets have gone up a lot is I think they're acting super irrational, and that they're pricing in 6, 7, 8, not 8, but 6, even 5 to 7, somewhere between there, if it's 6, rate cuts happening in 2024. I don't think that's going to happen, and that's why I could possibly see a big decline towards the end of the year when they don't rate cut much. I personally think they're at the point where if they cut too much, they're going to let inflation run, and that will be bad. But if they don't cut, but if they held steady or even just cut one or twice, it will be, you have to remember, interest rates peaked in '06, and the '08 crash followed 2 years later. So there's definitely a lot of problems in the economy, especially bankruptcies rising. And I don't know exactly when it will show up in the government economic data. I did not see this revision thing, how they're showing a strong jobs report, and then they're revising the report the prior month. I'm familiar with the term revisionist history and how they would revise history. The best example is the FDR's New Deal, how during the war it was basically taught it didn't work, and now they're revising it saying the economy was actually much better and jobs were much more plentiful. And so they're revising, the history. But now they're not even revising history. They're revising, last month. And so we're seeing a lot of last month. But one of the things I also was reading about, and how Avi Gilbert, he's a Elliotician guy, and he was saying how the Fed doesn't follow the market, market doesn't follow Fed, and the Fed is not a I forget exactly what he says, but he also talks about sentiment. And one of the things I think the Fed does more so than any of its interest rate manipulations is that it's manipulating, I think, the psychology of the market to drive up the market. That's why they're not really putting a clamp down on any type of thought of rate cuts. Even, that's what Fed speak is, and they know what they're doing. So anyway, that's my thing. I think my thoughts for this year, the stock market will probably go up. It's an election year. I don't think it will last that much longer, maybe for about another 9 to 12 months, and I think gold will go up. I still think gold's on the verge of breaking out and going that 1 year, meaning what happened in 2019, where even though it was 1 year, it was about a 700 to 800 run. Some people say 24 to 2500 in GDX doubles. I think that's coming, and I think that's going to happen. I don't know if it's this year or the next, but I think a big upswing. And then what will happen is I think the sort of Great Depression will come again, and there'll be a deflation. I think gold will end up doing well, but I think it will correct rapidly. And then during that, it will be a good time to buy more gold or gold miners. So I don't think, but anyway, those are my thoughts so far. Nothing else has really been on my mind. Bitcoin, that will probably go up this year. I think it will go up with the NASDAQ, and that cycle's run of 1,000. It looks like that's 100,000 Bitcoin. It looks like that could be it. Once again, Bitcoin is not money. It's not hard currency. If you look at it, it trades with the NASDAQ. The same reason you buy Apple is why you buy Bitcoin. So that was any other markets. I don't really feel that that strong. One thing I definitely got right also was the student loans. Biden's forgiven more student loans than any president. And I said, don't let that courtroom fool you. They're going to use any type of existing law to mass forgive. And anyway, the biggest bear on Wall Street also threw in the towel. And that's generally a sign of a top. Now, this seems to be a long pro-rated top, but anyway, that's all I have to say. I hope you like this video, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you next video.